Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
You are looking live at a Local 4 Skycam showing you just how windy it is as a wind advisory remains in effect for much of southeast Michigan tonight. And it's the second day in a row we're dealing with these high winds.
Yep, let's get over to Andrew now with a look at what's in store for tonight and also for the Easter weekend. Andrew?
Well, Sandra and Jason, that wind advisory remains in effect through a good portion of the viewing area until 8 o'clock this evening. Areas north of 8 Mile, including Oakland and Macomb counties, Livingston County included as well. After 8 o'clock, the winds start to get calmer, which is some good news. But look at those gusts now, easily up to around 20 miles per hour or greater, 35 miles per hour over in Lapeer. So there's still the possibility, either as we go over the next couple of hours, or maybe it already happened, of down tree limbs, even the possibility of some down wires. So if you come across any sort of damage like that, especially down wires, make sure you alert the authorities right away. Also a bit wet out there, but there is some good news in that department as well. We're looking at those showers becoming more scattered, a few more areas of dryness occurring right here in the city of Detroit included, but it's still pretty wet, as you can see, as we look just to the west of Detroit along I-94 out here toward Romulus and out here toward Saline and also around Tecumseh, where it's a little bit heavier. It continues to be wet and windy as we go through the rest of the day and into the evening. A few flakes are possible north and east tomorrow. We'll talk about that and a cold start to Easter Sunday in minutes. Now remember, you can track these showers, look at wind gusts, anything you want weather-wise with the Local Forecasters app. So download it now. You can scan this QR code with your smartphone, or you can also go to your favorite app store. The Local Forecasters app, search WDIV.
All right, thank you, Andrew. New tonight, court documents shedding light on what's been called a fast-paced robbery.
This all played out over the span of several hours last September in Ypsilanti. Grant Herms here to take us through what happened and what led to 4 people now facing felony charges.
A brazen crime in broad daylight. It spans just 1,000 feet and only took just a few moments. A robbery in 3 acts. It all started here at this Dollar Tree. 4 suspects, Trayvon Pickett, Nishan Shanky, Anjane Wright, and an unnamed minor entered this Dollar Tree on September 24th, just before 9 in the morning. Staggered but working together, they bought a length of rope, 2 sets of safety gloves, and a bottle of fruit punch. Those will be the last things they bought that morning. Just a few minutes later, Act 2 starts. There's the Dollar Tree. Wright goes into the Boost Mobile here in this strip mall. She starts asking questions about pricing and products, making the employee nervous, and then the rest rush in. They tie up the employee with the rope that they bought so tight he can't breathe. The rope is around his neck, and one of them whispers, "You are going to die today." They were able to grab a bag full of things from the store, phones, a portable hotspot, chargers, and a stolen wallet and passport of the employee they tied up. But by then, police had been called and our robbers start Act 3. They ran this way across the parking lot behind a nearby Home Goods, likely coming through or over this chain link fence, and eventually came here to this apartment complex where they were found. When deputies searched inside, they found the stolen goods too, bringing the curtain down and our robbery to an end. And those robbers are facing potential charges of interference of interstate commerce by threats of violence. That carries with it, at a federal level, 20 years in prison. Back to you.
All right, Grant, we appreciate it. Thanks.
Warren police investigating a shooting overnight in Warren. It happened at the Sunoco gas station on 8 Mile near Mound. We're told the woman suffered 3 gunshot wounds but is expected to survive. A car was also taken. That car, the Nissan Altima, was later found at the corner of Mack and Van Dyke. It's now impounded and it's also being processed for evidence. Police tell us they are looking for suspects who drove a white SUV.
The trip to the gas station not getting any easier, but a Metro Detroit church providing some relief for drivers. On this Good Friday, Impact Church raised $6,000 to offset the cost of 5,000 gallons of gas. This morning, drivers paid $2.79 a gallon at the Marathon station at Mack and Alta Road. They saved about $1.15 per gallon. That's Metro Detroit's average gas price.
This makes a big difference. This is definitely a hardship for families, especially mine as a single mom. So I appreciated this.
The church says around 400 drivers benefited from that discounted price today.
One of the few good bits of news in this week's inflation report is used car prices are down slightly from record highs. And yet when you factor in semiconductor and supply chain shortages, they force new car prices even higher. And really, there's no end in sight. Tonight, Local 4 business editor Rod Maloney brings us the numbers on just how much we're paying above sticker price.
The current situation in the car business, where you can probably only order a car, or if you're going to buy one, you're going to spend well above what the sticker on the window says, is an unusual place. And it's especially unusual for a guy who has been selling cars for nearly 50 years.
You can buy it for $100,000.
The man in the suit, tie, and fedora is Jim Cooper, a salesman at Russ Milne Ford in Macomb Township, although his desk nameplate prefers sales counselor. Got his start in Grosse Pointe in 1969.
I've been working all my life. I don't know how to do anything else.
He's seen every fad, style, and price hike imaginable. The stratospheric price hikes, though, bother him.
I'm not impressed with it. I'm disappointed with it because it's ridiculous what they're asking for these vehicles today.
He said that after we showed him this list from IC Cars. It shows the top 5 vehicles in Metro Detroit selling above MSRP. The Jeep Wrangler, 27.5%, or nearly $9,000 over sticker. The Jeep Gladiator, slightly less percentage, but $10,240 over MSRP. The Porsche Macan, nearly 24.5%. At $13,770 over sticker. The Ford Mustang about $8,000 over. Jim says, though, when you factor in safety, luxury, and the fact that people no longer want a vehicle but a rolling computer.
Technology is the cost. It's got to be.
Jim turned 80 this week and doesn't have much need for all that fancy stuff. I mean, check out his calculator, a battery-powered 1986 vintage Radio Shack model.
I've maintained it. I've repaired it twice.
Does this work better than the computer?
In a lot of cases, yeah.
A man of his generation, you gotta love that, huh? Just a great guy, and he said that the Russ Milne family has really treated him as family, right on from the ownership down to the porters. They give him respect. He's very happy there. He's enjoying his stay selling cars, even in this environment. Back to you.
Yeah, and at 80 years old, Rod, is he even thinking about retiring just yet?
Well, certainly the thought crosses his mind, but he talked to me about his wife, who's 83, and she has a charity for homeless people. And he figures if she can keep going, so can he.
Gotta love it. All right. Thank you, Rod.
He's repaired it twice. I love it. Could a new way to test for COVID-19 soon be available? Safe to say we've all had quite enough of the nose swabs, but now the FDA has granted emergency use authorization for the first COVID-19 breath test.
It's called the Inspect IR COVID-19 breathalyzer. Instead of swabbing their nose, the patient breathes for about 10 seconds into a disposable straw connected to the device. The entire unit is about the size of a piece of carry-on luggage. The system then searches for 5 compounds associated with a COVID-19 infection. Results take about 3 minutes. A study found the breathalyzer accurately identified more than 91% of positive samples and nearly 100% of negative samples. A separate study found it was just as accurate at detecting the Omicron variant. The breathalyzer is designed to be used in medical offices and at mobile testing sites. While this is the first actual breath test to be authorized, a furry version has already been in use. Scientists discovered early on in the pandemic that dogs could be trained to sniff out metabolic changes in COVID-positive people. They've been used in several countries at airports and other public places. The Miami Heat even used COVID-sniffing dogs to screen fans before they entered the arena. And 3 school districts in Massachusetts are using COVID-sniffing dogs as well. The dogs don't sniff individual students, but if the dog hits on a child's seat, their parents are contacted and recommended to get a COVID test.
The company behind the Inspect IR COVID-19 breathalyzer expects to make about 100 testing units a week. The FDA does still recommend the results of the breath test be confirmed with a PCR test, so those nasal swabs are definitely going to be around for a little while longer. Next on NBC Nightly News, cryptocurrency and race. Communities of color are buying into Bitcoin in a big way, but Digital currency, as we know, not without its risk.
Gadi Schwartz looks into the lure of crypto for minorities and also speaks with an economics expert who fears if the bottom falls out on Bitcoin, some communities will be hit the hardest.
When the bubble bursts, it will have spillover effects that not only drag down our economy, but leaves the most vulnerable with the biggest burden in the collapse.
Again, that's ahead at 6:30 on NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.